This week we sit down and let Lawrence eat ass while watching the first episode of Bladedance of the Elementalers. Welcome to One Shot Reviews.
What's going on, guys?
What's up? That's an inside joke that just was created moments before we even went live. So that's nice.
No lies were told in the making of this episode.
Yeah, fucking... I can't lie if I do or don't, so... Oh, jeez.
Let's get into what's going on, bro. Let's get into anything new.
Anything new?
Got some new stuff watched or anything you wanted to...
This week... I started watching season 3 of a certain scientific railgun, which is pretty good. And I started watching, the anime I was telling you about. It's a badminton anime. Do you know what that is? Badminton?
Have I heard of that anime before?
It's like the badminton of some IIO something. I forget what it's called. So, dude, it's so good. It's one of the best animes I've ever seen. It's so good. Holy shit. It's just about like, dude, it opens up, opening scene, and it's just like two girls they're at nationals just playing badminton. And like, you know how like in most animes when you see people like running and they put like the foot down, it's just like a leg. It's just like a leg and it just looks normal. This girl, dog, she put her foot down and these animators went hard her leg, and then you see like the muscle tense up and like all the veins and shit. I'm like, oh, like that was beautiful. And then she lost anyways. But
okay.
But dude, I'm like watching this show and I'm like, I hope badminton in real life is this fucking interesting because holy shit.
Badminton was cool. You ever play badminton in gym? They used to play that in gym.
So unfortunately, I went to private school, so we didn't have like gym. In my private school, it was it was just called sports, but it was like from kindergarten to 6th grade, it was like intramural sports where like everyone was divided into like the Massasoits or the Mohawks. And every season, like you literally played like in the fall was soccer and football, and in the winter was hockey, swimming, basketball, and in the spring was lacrosse and baseball. And you had to play all the sports, and like every day you just played a different one. And then you would play against the other team a couple times throughout the year. And you do that to the 6th grade, and then 7 through 12, you didn't have gym class. You would go to school until 3:30, and then you would go to sports until, depending on what, you got to like pick what sport you played. So like I played soccer, and then I played hockey, and then I did rowing for a couple years, and then I quit rowing after a while. So I'd go to school till 3:30, then I'd go play soccer from like 4 to 6, and then I'd get to go home. And in the wintertime, I'd have to wake up at like 4 so I could make it to practice before school, and then go to games afterwards. So we didn't have gym, and also we had to stay longer.
Yeah, that's all when you basically be tired, beat as shit when you get home. But yeah, badminton was definitely a game that you would play in gym.
I've never like played it, but I fucked around with like someone would have one in their backyard and you just like fuck around with it.
Yeah. Like
I actually want to go watch, like, I think it's an Olympic sport. I could be wrong, but I also just want to watch like a real match. See how interesting it is.
It is. I feel like badminton might be an Olympic sport.
Let's find out. I'm pretty sure it is, right? Badminton. Let's find out. Since 92, badminton has been a Summer Olympic sport with 4 events. Ooh. You got men and women's singles and then men and women's doubles. Ooh, with mixed doubles added 4 years later.
Yeah, it's just like tennis, I feel like that.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Was there anything else?
I watched Lamb Dog. Or not, I watched Lamb, period, Dog. Lamb Dog.
I'm crying. I was like, oh, what is that?
No, I watched Lamb. Dude.
I was disappointed when you sent me that text.
Have you seen it yet?
No, but that didn't surprise me.
It's honestly probably the most boring fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. dude, if you take the like lamb baby human thing out of the movie, nothing changes. Literally, the movie, you could digitally go in and erase that thing from the entire movie. Nothing changes. Absolutely. Ugh. And then, like, you know how, like, most movies, especially, like, A24, they're, like, the crazy shit starts happening in the middle, and then it's, like, crazy, all the way to the end, and it just ends crazily, pretty much. Yeah. This movie was, like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, we have 3 minutes left, and they haven't reached the climb.
I hate that. No.
I'm like, and that includes the credits. So I don't know what we're gonna.
Like, when you're in a movie and you're looking at the time, like, how much time is left? Because you're like, didn't get lit yet, and there's like 20 minutes left. So
Lawrence, the movie never gets lit. Even the like climactic scene.
Was it creepy?
No. The creepiest scenes in the movie are in the trailer.
Was it a thriller at all?
No. Lawrence, when I tell you it was the most boring fucking movie I've ever seen in my life, it was honestly the most boring. The baby isn't even shown until like 20-30 minutes in, and all they do before then is just like normal farm work. Like, I'm not even joking. It like opens up and he's like, you know how A24 likes to do their long scenes and like their long shots of like for like aesthetic reasons and stuff? Imagine that, but it's just people doing normal shit and there's nothing scary about it. Like that's like the first 20 minutes of the movie. It's just two people that live on a farm out in the middle of nowhere.
Was there anything good about it?
No. There was nothing good. Dog, when the ending, when you get to the climactic moment and you're like, finally, oh, it's over. Okay, cool. So what's the ending? What happened? The ending makes no sense. You literally get to the ending and you see the like, and here's the climax, and you're like, oh, so why? Okay, so what? Oh, those are credits. Got it. Okay, so you're not going to explain anything at all under any. Got it.
That is so disappointing. You see,
dude. Even like, obviously it's about some sort of monster. I mean, the trailer shows a fucking lamb on a human body, so you know some weird shit's happening. Even the typical like, okay, here's the reason why the weird shit's happening. You're like, that doesn't make sense. That thing wouldn't be doing that thing. That does what? Why? Why?
This adds to my new like new theory of, if the movie in 2021, if the movie's not at least 2 hours long, this sounds like it could have been fixed if it had another half an hour.
No, not even. If they just took out the hour of boring shit and put anything else. Lawrence, I'm literally not joking. The opening scene, the opening 20 minutes, they literally just work on the farm. I don't need 20 minutes of them just working on the farm. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, they I was gonna say mow the grass. They like plant seeds, and then they count their sheep to make sure they're all still there, and they take the dog for a walk, and then they had a talk over dinner about time travel, which I thought was gonna play. Doesn't play into the movie at fucking all. It's just them talking. They watched a TV show for a little bit. She read a book in bed. The next day they had breakfast. It was his turn to plant the crops. She hung out with the dog. I'm like rewinding. I'm like, is there like a creepy thing in the background? Am I missing the creepy thing? No. They're just farming. I was like, so this is just Farm Simulator the movie. Got it. And then like the lamb creature thing's born, and then it's just nothing creepy happens. They just like put it in a crib, so it can like sleep like a normal baby does, and they like give it milk. So you're like, all right, so they treat it like a normal, and then it's like, all right, back to the field, and it's like, but the demon child that was just presented to the screen, and they're like, don't worry about that. We have crops that need to be planted, so we gotta. Oh shit, dude, we got the handball games on tonight. Let's watch that. Woo! I'm like, what is this? Who was this movie made for? And I'm just like,
see,
what?
I'm gonna still have to watch.
You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna text me and be like, I shouldn't have watched it. You're gonna be so mad. Here's the thing with the welcome to the A24 podcast, where we talk about A24 and their movies.
We're big fans. That's why this is so disappointing.
Dude, it was like the big. You and I were so stoked to see this movie, and I'm telling you, like, if you went the rest of your life not seeing this movie, your life would be better for it, dog. But I know you were gonna watch it, and I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say sorry now. What happened here is what happened with Zack Snyder, where he made like a couple of like crazy, really good movies, and now he's unhinged. Now the studios just let him do whatever the fuck he wants. And no one like stops him from like editing or like putting in what he wants. Like, you got this Zack Snyder director's cut. Name one other studio that like listened to the public be like, give us the director of this movie, and they're like, all right, fuck our original, let's do this one, have a 5-hour movie, whatever. It's like, because Zack Snyder, Army of the Dead came out, and I was just like, who edited this fucking movie? Jesus Christ. But and like, you become like such a powerful name in the business that people just kind of like, here's a shit ton of money, do whatever you want, we don't care. And A24, they don't operate on huge budgets. They're kind of like, compared to other studios, they're kind of like still independent budget wise for most of their stuff. But it's kind of like everyone now knows the name because of all the amazing movies that they have made. So they're kind of like, ooh, let's experiment and make this movie. And it's like, damn, guys, you really missed the mark with this one. Ugh, let's go back to your old formula, because that shit worked.
I'm looking at Cameron Intellectual Department. I'm looking at
God.
Like shit he was known for. He doesn't really. The director of this doesn't really have that much. But the Tomorrow War was okay.
It was all right.
Correctly.
I like the visuals in that one. I had good visuals.
The Star Wars movie Rogue One.
That one was good.
I'm not a huge. I don't remember this one.
Which one? What movie?
Rogue One in 2016.
Oh, Rogue One, the Star Wars. It was the one. It was the one where the movie where they got the plans for the Death Star to like get, and then the movie ended with like Darth Vader boarding the ship. It was.
See that.
Yeah.
That one. Okay, and Oblivion. I don't remember this movie. This came out in 2013.
I can't remember. Hold on. When I look at the picture in Wikipedia in 2 seconds, I'll remember that. I know I saw Oblivion.
It's 2 hours long. This movie was probably decent.
Yes, this movie was okay. I remember this one. This Tom Cruise one. This movie. Actually, this movie. The ending, wild. I remember this movie. The ending of this one, I was just like, my brain like had a slight heart attack. I was like, whoa, what?
He directed 5 episodes of Game of Thrones. So this dude has some stuff. He got some stuff. Like, he could have blew up if he went ham on this movie.
But I feel like they were like, all right, we got Midsommar, we got what are the other? We got like Uncut Gems, we got like all these dope ass movies. We got The Green Knight. They're like, yo, we're blowing up. Let's take some chances. Let's do this kind of movie now. Like, they have all the shit that they like really put them on the map. So now they're kind of like branching out to like more niche things. And I'm just like, oh God, was this a slog? Holy shit.
Yeah, see, they had see.
You could have cut out half this movie and you would miss nothing. You could take out, of the first 20 minutes, you could take out 15 and miss none of it. After the little demon baby thing is brought into the thing, you could take out like the next dog. They introduce a character and I'm just like, okay, like I don't want to, like, a character shows up in like a crazy way, and you're just like, oh shit, why is he here now? They never explain it ever. Never explain it, and then he just leaves, and then he's like, bye, and I'm like,
A24. Nah, these are my peoples. I'm looking at all their.
Dude, this is the first bad A.
My guys in a couple years. Okay, hold on. Let me.
This is the only bad A24 movie I've seen. It's the only bad one. Everything else has been creme de la creme.
So they did. Oh nah, don't get my don't fuck up the release date. Hold on. Go down. Why doesn't it do it by fucking thing?
Welcome to the Lamb Podcast, where we talk about how shitty that movie was. Check this out.
Fucking alright, popularity. So Midsommar. I haven't watched The Green Knight yet.
It was good. Hereditary.
Enemy was good.
Enemy was good.
That was when like
that was good.
The Lighthouse.
Lighthouse is crazy good. That's good.
Yes, it was.
That was a movie where they went, let's do this different thing because we have these other ones, and nailed it. And then they did, all right, let's do something different with Lamb, and then went, that failed. I mean, dude, it was in theaters for 2 weeks, dog. That's when you know it's like, remember when I was like, I'm going to go see Lamb, and then I hit you up like, guess I'm not seeing Lamb because it's not in theaters anymore. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's how I knew. I was like, damn. They did The Witch, Ex Machina.
Oh.
That movie was good. Yo, I thought Ex Machina was fire.
Dude, I thought The Witch was fire.
Oh yeah, The Witch. I don't even count that. Like that's.
Dude, what's the sheep's name? Like Black Fred or some shit.
Oh,
forget what his name was.
Yeah. No, The Witch went crazy. Tusk.
I kind of. Dude, Tusk is like unsettling but good.
That one got a 5.3 though. Yeah, you were right. Uncut Gems. I didn't know they did Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Uncut Gems were good. Mad people was giving that.
No, that movie's good.
I was like, nah, Uncut Gems was a good movie. Like,
people don't like it because they don't like Adam Sandler. That's why they don't like it. They don't like it because it's a bad movie. They don't like it because Adam Sandler's in it. That's what it really comes down to.
The Lobster, the killing of a sacred deer. Nah. Like,
so The Lobster was.
I like that movie.
Did you see you saw The Lobster?
I did.
Dude, that was a weird but good movie. That's my brother. Points to a dog. It was good though.
That movie was mad weird. I do remember it being mad weird.
So Tusk. Imagine Tusk being just as weird. That's Tusk.
Oh, okay.
It's a different premise, but it's the same level of weirdness where you're like, oh, okay, cool. Okay. I guess we're into weird shit now. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, but
A24 sponsor.
Yeah.
Let's see. What have I been? The only thing recently I have been. So I finished Berserk a couple weeks, like a week
right.
or 2 ago.
Yep.
Started reading JJK.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, the JJK manga. I have not been able to put that shit down.
Dude, I can't wait to get the box set of it, dude.
I've got now another thing that I realized that I actually would love to do, and I'm gonna look into this because I do want to do this. I want to make an AMV for Sukuna, and I'm gonna do it.
Oh, dude.
Music video.
Let me know, dog. I got all the tutorials of how to make one because I was gonna make one and then I just got lazy.
I'm gonna do it. I know it's a lot of work because Bethany actually was in the process of making one, and it was taking her a while because you have to watch all the episodes and pull out all the stuff that you can use, which means you gotta probe at least the episodes that you know that whoever that. Then
you gotta find a song that you can use.
That's the reason why I want to do it. I'm like, I'm going into this song and it's gonna be fire. I can see it in my head, like, no, I'm doing this. I'm making it.
I know it.
I'm doing it.
I'll send you the link that I had watched on YouTube forever ago, and he has like assets that you can use to like learn to make it and stuff.
I just need to know like which program I need to download.
That's what he has. Like, he has the links to like all the places to go. He's like, you get this program, so you can do this, and then here are all the different links to download the things to put into the program, so you can do all this crazy shit when you're editing. I'm like, word.
Yeah, I got to.
I'll go find it again. I got dumb lazy that summer. I was good. It was like 2 summers ago. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And a week later, I was just a lazy piece of shit. So
it takes a while. AMV, you definitely have to work hard on that. Like, it's not something you finish in a day.
Right.
But the ending, once you make that, you throw that on YouTube, that thing probably
dog. There's this one AMV I listen to every day at work where it's Goku versus Hit, and when he goes Kaioken times 10, and then the song he has when he's playing it, and then he cut it up so like it starts off with Goku times Hit, and then you don't even realize that now it's cutting to Goku versus Vegeta for the first time when he first went Kaioken and he does the Kamehameha, and then it cuts back to, and I'm just like, I listen to it at work every day. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go fucking rob a bank. Fuck yeah. I'm just like, I'm gonna go fight a fucking bus, dog. Let's go. Holy shit. I'm fight a truck.
So yeah, man, I just been reading that. I've been reading that, and it's really good. And I'm already, so now I am on chapter 132.
Damn.
There's 164 chapters that are out right now. So I went crazy. Well, the end of JJK, the anime, ends on chapter 63. So I started on chapter 64.
Oh, okay.
After they kill the brothers,
right?
Bara and
dude, Nobara, my girl.
Brothers. Oh man.
When she was like, "Yo, check this shit out," and just fucking in her own arm, and they were like, "Oh, this bitch crazy." And then she killed everyone. It was great. Dude, I love Nobara.
Bro, wait till you read the manga.
I want to wait to get that because I know a fucking dope ass box set's coming out, and I have to own it. And
you're right. You're right. I can tell too. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be so good. Man.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Word.
Want to hop into info?
Let's do it.
So, what we got for you guys today? We got Bladedance of the Elementers. Is a Japanese light novel series written by Yu Shimizu.
Hey.
So first name Yu, last name Shimizu, because that sounded like that was all one word.
No.
It falls under the genres of action, comedy, ecchi, LOL. Harem, see what I said? Romance, cool, and supernatural. An anime television series adaptation by TNK aired from July 14th to September 29th, 2014, with the opening theme being Kiyome no True Force performed by Hitomi Harada, and the ending theme song being Bladedance performed by Knee Socks. The story takes place in a world where spirits exist and only pure maidens have the privilege of contracting with the spirits. These maidens hail from noble families and gather at the Arisha Spirit Academy, a specialized school where they are trained to become elementalists. However, a male teenager named Kemito
Kazahaya
changes everything.
Real quick, they made a manga, but it was only 7 volumes long, but they only ever made the first one in English, which is kind of sad. Because I own the first volume in English. And then when I was doing the info for this, I was like, oh shit, I should see if I was like, oh, there's only 7. I should see if I can get the other 6 of them. Fuck it. And then they were like, and only the first one's been printed in English. I was like, okay, well, that explains why I can't find the other ones. All right, got it. Oh, shit. But I also own this on box set. Still haven't watched it, though.
You own the box set?
Yeah, I own the box. It's in storage somewhere. But it came in like a little box thing. It has their little whip as like a keychain.
How many
pretty good.
episodes are in this? Is this only 12?
It might be 13. Bladedance of Elementalers.
Have this shit pulled up?
It had 12. No, it's 12.
Okay, so it's just 12. Okay.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was 13. This was like watching this first episode. It was like I'm trying to explain. It's like when you're watching a show and someone drinks a medicine or takes a pill, and then they have like the moment, and then all their memories come flooding back in. That was me the entire time I was watching this first episode, where like all the memories of the show came flooding back into my head. I was like, holy shit, I erased all of the memories of this show. And then they all came flooding back the second I watched. Because, like I said last week, I was like, dog, I don't remember shit about this show. Opening scene, I was like, yeah, the opening scene happened, and I was like, I remember everything about this show. Holy shit. Oh, God.
What did you think? Like, what did you think about this show?
I just love how the opening is like a girl in a mech suit fighting some lady in the sword, and the sword lady wins. And I'm like, it wouldn't happen in real life. The mech would win. What the fuck? Thing's got fucking machine guns and shit. That bitch would be dead.
Good thing this is it.
Yeah, I know, right? And that, yeah, well, I mean, there's a mech, so. But now the beginning was interesting. It had the girl versus the mech, and then it cuts to our first insta ecchi moment where the dude like sees the girl taking a bath in the pond, I think it was, and then she's all like, don't look at me, and then tries to kill him, and then she accidentally almost kills herself, and then he saves her, and then she beats the shit out of him. I'm like, okay, cool, classic, like.
I know that part I thought was mad funny.
What?
Where he was like,
oh, I know exactly what you're about to say.
He was like, I'm sorry. I would never look at a child that way. She's like, wow.
I'm 16.
He was like,
no.
You can't be. No 16's titties could be that small. Yo, I was
damn. You know how they have, and also the classic anime trope of like the perverted protagonist like looking at a girl's panties all the time. I love how in this one he never actually does it, but he always tricks them. He's just like, oh, so you're wearing red today, and he's like looking at a tree, and she's just like, what do you mean I'm wearing red? God damn it. And he's like, oh, okay. And he does that like 3 times throughout the episode. He's like not even trying. He's like looking at a wall, and he's like, so black today. And she's like, I only wear white and black. And she's like, wait a minute, you son of a bitch. And then tries to kill him. I'm like, huh, that would get you arrested in real life, but I guess that's fine here. So the intro is kind of like your normal supernatural ecchi harem fantasy type thing. It was kind of cool though when she like had her spirit. So essentially she's like, they meet, and then she's like, yeah, I'm trying to go summon this crazy powerful sword spirit. And he's just like, well, I guess I'm tagging along. I got nothing else to do, whatever. And she starts fighting it, and she's got like a flame cat spirit, and it's like fighting the sword because the sword like wouldn't adhere to her or whatever, and she's got like the flame whip. That was kind of cool. It's like a little kitty cat.
Question.
What up?
Because you just reminded me as soon as you said that, because I forgot to go back. I told myself I was going to go back and find out the reason.
Yeah.
Chris, why did they end up going on that mission together?
So
along with her. Just answer that question. Why?
I can't without spoiling the show. It's the classic, like, I'm super dumb strong, but I can't let anyone know about it. And so he already knew that the sword was dumb powerful. Like, you find out later, like, when you find out who he really is, you're like, oh, got it. But in episode 1, since we don't know, but essentially he knows the sword is dumb strong and won't listen to her. Obviously, she's like, I need power. So she's going for the fucking sword, and he's like, all right, I guess I'll tag along to make sure she doesn't get fucking murdered. God damn it. That's pretty much why he tags along with her. But
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I guess.
In the first episode, it doesn't explain it. He's just like, I guess I'm coming with you. And yeah. And then at the end, like, you know how at the end of this episode where the headmistress, she's like, you need to go to the blade dance because you're gonna fight the #1 blade, and she's with a human spirit. And he's like, human spirit? And you're like, oh, okay, there's some play going on. They clearly know each other for some reason, so you're like, okay, clearly this dude isn't just a random ass dude who accidentally got, like, clearly he's important for some reason, and we just don't know why yet. but they don't like you don't find that out to the last seconds of the episode. So him going with her to get the sword, you're kind of like, that's kind of random, but whatever. I'm not gonna question it. I didn't write the story. But yeah, and then he ends up contracting with the sword, and you find out that like the only other male in this world to ever make a contract with the spirit was 1,000 years ago, and he was considered a demon lord. I think his name was like Solomon or something. Yeah. And he was a demon lord. So, and then the only other people in the whole world are women that can summon spirits. So then he gets the sword spirit. So you're like, oh, okay. Is he a new demon lord? Is he something special? You don't really know. Mm-hmm. And then it's typical. I love how they make him live in a shack. That's pretty fun. Normally with these types of shows, it's like the dude gets paired with like a girl or has to live by himself in the dorm, and all the girls, like he finds a way to see them naked or whatever. But in this one, they're like, you're going to live in that shack and you have to piss with the horses. Peace. And he's just like, what?
I feel like in harems, that's a normal thing that they do. Like they treat the guy like
there's always dude, this
always goes.
This show was like classic.
Like
it was a classic harem where like you meet the girl at the beginning that you know is eventually going to be the love interest, and they fight at the beginning for some. Then you meet the girl that's just like, no, I hate you, but then obviously you know later on she's going to fall in love with him too. And then you meet the third girl, and she's all like, oh, come hang out with me, and you're like, oh, okay, here's another one. Goddamn, it's like it's all the classic harem ecchi things. The show nailed fucking all of them.
What do you think about the animation? This animation style reminds me of like, what does it remind me of? I don't even play this game, but
hold on.
Do you play Genshin Impact?
I've never played it, but I know like because my fiance fucking plays that game a lot, so I just like I know of it. I know the art style. I know everything about it. I've just never personally played it.
Like one of them. This art style is like one of them. Like,
let's see. TNK. What did they make? Let's see. Oh shit! They made School Days. Ooh. Oh, they made High School DxD. So there we go. Ooh, Senran Kagura. They made that. Oh, Kinda Guy with Jet Girl. Do you know that show Redo of Healer that came out this year? Have you heard of it?
No.
Oh, that show was great. That show was weird. They did that. I'm trying to think. Oh, they did Icky. They've actually done a lot of shows that I've seen that I never would have known that they did. Okay, that's why this is familiar. That's pretty cool. What's this one? Oh shit, they did this one? Ooh. What about that? Seven Mortal Sins? What's this? Prince vs. Penguin Empire. No, they did that. They did School Days, which is a extremely fucked up story. Ooh. Yeah. They did a bunch of stuff. Good for them.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I didn't really find that much interest in this.
You heard it here first, guys. Lawrence's new favorite anime.
Like this is more. I feel like this is another one of those like
generic harems.
Like you really have to be into this style of anime to watch this.
You gotta be a pervert, then you'll like it.
From the categories. Like, okay, action, okay, yeah. Comedy, okay, yeah. Ecchi, okay, yeah. Like, romance. First off, I didn't know school was a fucking category. Like, okay.
Believe it or not, only in anime, because there's a lot of animes, when you think about it, that just take place at a school.
But I feel like that's
that's why it's a category, though. Because like there's like Dragon Ball is one of the few that would be like, it's not a school anime, I promise. Like if you're talking to like someone that like only watches school anime, like school anime is definitely like a category, but only for anime, because so much anime takes place at like high schools, middle schools, you know.
Yeah, almost everyone. Like
Jujutsu Kaisen.
She's got Bleach, like everything. So
Yeah.
that's why I wouldn't.
You wouldn't like just tell people that, but when you stop to think about it, you're like, that kind of makes sense. Okay, you're right.
Okay. But
dun, dun, dun. It's generic harem.
You have to be into
if you like harems.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's another one to add to your list.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think out of all the categories, that's the one that it's like if you fuck with that.
Yeah.
Because action, okay.
Yeah.
Comedy, okay.
Yeah.
She could almost be like.
That opening scene was definitely ecchi when she's like in the lake.
Okay.
It's definitely, and I know a couple people that watch anime, but they like only watch the harems. That's like
and romance. Like,
yeah.
You like romance. I feel like it's mostly like harem, romance,
right,
and supernatural. All the other ones are like stuff you find in everything. Like action comedy, fantasy, supernatural.
Right.
Okay. All of our animes have that.
But exactly.
If you like romance, harem, and ecchi for your categories,
watch this.
Those three are where you're gonna watch. Those are the what really sticks out for this. So that's kind of how I feel like it was with this.
Right. You know. Which kind of sucks because the plot line is actually like the main plot when they rarely stick to it. It's actually pretty good. It's one of those plot lines where it's like plot twist, plot twist, plot twist. Who's this? Who's that? Who's this? Who's this? And you're like, oh shit. But that's like a very small part of this harem anime, essentially, which is essentially what a lot of harems ultimately are, you know, which is a plus or a downside depending on if you're a harem fan or not. Like I said, I know plenty of people that like, oh yeah, I only watch like harem animes. Yeah, you know, it's something I can just turn my brain off and just put it on and not have to worry about it. You know, you don't have to take in like any substance or anything. You know, nothing wrong with that kind of. It's like people that watch like reality TV. They're like, I just turn my brain off and throw that shit on, and just be on. And it just be on. That's a lot of people I know that only watch harems. That's what they say. It's just like, it makes it so it's not constantly quiet, and I can just consume it and go cool, and then move on with my life. You know, and there's like no investment into it. You can walk away from it whenever. So. Hey, whatever. If you're into it, you're into it.
Maybe fall in love with a character or two.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, my first manga I ever read was like considered to be like the first harem like made, and I didn't even know that. I just remember reading it and be like, "Oh shit, are all animes? Are all mangas like this? This is crazy." And they're like, "This is a very like this is just one type, Chris. That you got action." You're like, "Oh, the fuck's a harem?"
Okay.
I remember Love Hina. I love Love Hina.
Yes. I was gonna say, yeah.
I love that manga.
Season 1, I think.
I think right? So.
It had to be 1 or 2. It was at the very beginning.
Let's go find out. Yeah, I think it was in season 1, if I remember.
I'm going to check this shit right now.
We don't even know.
Season 1. Oh, they didn't have the names on it in this one.
Wait. All right.
We have a list first off.
We got a list. I'm looking through it. I don't even think we did do it. I think I remember the Always My Santa. Do you remember that one when we did for Christmas? The guy who made that made Love Hina, and that's why we talked about it. Boom.
Oh, okay.
That's where it came from.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So we never did that shit.
I don't think we have to. It's a really old, like, lays the foundation for a harem. So you would watch it now and just be like, what? Like, you gotta, like, really be wanting to watch it. It's just a dude inherits a hot springs that's actually a dorm for like 6 or 7 women, I forget. And his grandma owned it, and then she was like, I'm going on vacation, bye, you're in charge. And then she left. Hijinks ensue. And like, that's it. we would review that episode and be like, they hang out. You see a titty. The end. You see a lot of panties and naked girls from the back. Yay. What a great review. That's Love Hina. But yeah, no, this is just generic harem, I think. That's all.
So what would you rate this? I'm giving this a outside of the fact that it was a harem and you can't base like I don't want to base ratings off of a genre.
Right.
Base rating off because that's unfair.
Right. You want to base it off like the whole
literally like what was the like plot this and this that like I would give this like a C minus or like a D plus because they didn't really like
it was all over the place like, plot line, I think.
Yeah, like he just tagged along with it and you're like
he just showed up okay, and you don't find out till later on. Yeah.
And then it's like okay, like then he ends up going to the school, like the headmaster like explains that for like 0.5, and then at the end she says like, you know, but that's really it. And it's just like
I'd give it a C. I think you have like it gives you a lot of tidbits to a bunch of different storylines that like will be answered as the show goes on, but for like an episode 1, it's just like too many bits of information that don't go anywhere. And you're like, is this what every episode's going to be like, where we learn 25 different things in 18 minutes or 20 minutes, however long an episode is? It's like, and then like you said, he just follows her around randomly for no fucking reason. And then like a couple conversations, you're just like, huh? I'd give it a C. The animation was half decent. It was all right. Yeah. C. Me. Whatever.
Okay. Next week, let's pull up that wheel then.
Let's pull up the wheel. Let's see. All right, wheelie wheel. Screen sharing to Laurencia. Yeah, going live. All right. You're up 6-5 still. I don't like it, but I'll allow it. What do you think? I'll let you pick.
So color is yellow once again because we're in November.
Okay.
So for Thanksgiving.
I like it.
And I am going and for the anime, one that I want. I can't even fucking read these. We have I don't know any of these shits.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. I like when you look at the wheel and be like, whatever we watch next week will be new.
You know what? I'm picking Fairy Tail.
For all my fairy... I don't have the screen. I was going to show off my Fairy Tail tattoo.
Fairy Tail.
Okay, I'm going to go with blue, and I'm going to pick... Alright, so you pick Fairy Tail, which is on blue, you fucker.
Fuck is the plus? Oh.
I'll go with Violet Evergarden, because I need to watch the new movie that's on Netflix. Alright, and spin that.
The name of that anime.
Violet Evergarden?
It sounds nice.
Dude, like Lawrence, I cry every episode that I watch. It's so sad. Spin that wheel! Dude, I'm telling you, man, that anime makes me cry. It's so sad, but so good. Oh, damn, I skipped. Oh, stay on blue! Fuck!
Net Juno.
Oh, this is gonna hit some chords with you and me. Recovery of an MMO junkie. Oh, God. If I remember correctly, it's about... I don't want to say middle-aged girl, but it's like, I think she's like a college student or something, and she's like hardcore gamer girl, and it's about her like going out into the world.
Whoa.
Let me see. Is that the right one, or am I thinking of a different one? Nope. I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's gonna hit some chords with us. Oh, never mind. She's not middle aged, but she's 30. Yeah, it's just about hey, she's 30, like me. Fuck. God damn it.
That's definitely.
You want to know why it's hitting some chords? Because I just found out today that I've put 150 hours into that New World game that came out a couple weeks ago by Amazon. Fuck. 150 hours, dog.
Yeah, that's definitely that's some good time right there. That's some good solid time right there.
Dog, I literally just fucking come home from work and I get home at I turn it on at 6 p.m. and I'm like, oh, it's 3 p.m. I should probably go to, or 3 a.m. I should go to sleep to go to work. Oops. Shit. But, alright, you have it there, guys. Recovery of an MMO junkie.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Deuces.